Yeah, absolutely. I found Lady Gaga to be quite an odd sort of visual experience, to be honest with you. She appeared to be wearing porcelain at the Brit Awards, some sort of porcelain outfit. Did you not see that? Anyway, she's just a little bit. She's just a sort of awful tart, though, isn't she? I'm not sure that I like her music that much. I think fashion and music obviously go hand in hand. You know, if you look at, say, the Strokes came out in 2002, they then influenced kids on the street and what they were wearing. You know, leather, skinny jeans. The Klaxons and New Rave. I mean, that virtually took over the high street. Dayglow. You know, I think if an artist wants to be successful, if they look good, then, you know, sometimes if you just look good, you haven't got any songs, that can be enough. Like Lady Gaga. What you wear probably isn't quite as important as just being able to have a kind of erudite conversation with them and say things that they're interested in, because, you know, ultimately they're sitting there talking to you. If you can say something to them that amuses them or interests them, then you're probably going to get a better interview out. I don't think that you can make a piece of music inspired by fashion, but I think you can put together fashion that's inspired by music. I think fashion, you know, is probably more likely to be reflected by what a musician wears, because those people are, you know, icons, and they're people that you look up to. And if you see someone wearing, you know, a musician or a pop star wearing something that you think is cool, you're more likely to follow them. Well, it's very difficult to tell, to be honest with you. I think there is a lot of control around music these days with the PRs, whether it's clothes or what people say in interviews. But I think that the more natural, maybe guitar-based bands, you know, they come out and they wear what they like, and they then say something through that. I think if you're talking about pop idols and what have you, I think that their style is very much determined by stylists. But the music industry would be really kind of a poorer place if they didn't recognise the fact that, using the Strokes as an example again, that they didn't look cool, and that's the way that they were, and that they should be allowed to get, you know, to dress like that, because, you know, they're also making this amazing music. I think he's very, very smart. I mean, the time I had with him, it was really, really obvious that he's a very, very intelligent guy, and I think that he's exploited his, you know, this kind of slasher personality in his music, you know, to an incredibly successful degree. The controversial side of him is probably, you know, the most important thing about him, and the whole Columbine massacres and the fact that he was supposedly, you know, had inspired that. He exploited that, and I think if you've got he sold himself on the fact that he is, you know, the devil. For someone that is the Antichrist, I think he needs to make music that sounds a little bit more like hell.